Well, hello, Ventura Missionary Church. What is up? I'm Kelly Russell, and I'm coming to you with another daily word of encouragement for today, Thursday, March 3rd. Our portion of scripture is Psalm 107, verses 8 through 9. Let's read them together. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind. For he satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. Well, I don't know how much you know about the process that we go through for a daily word of encouragement, but I'll pull back the curtain just a little bit and tell you that we do not choose the verses that we're going to do a video on. Those are assigned to us. And I have to tell you that each time that happens, each time I receive that email and see what portion of scripture I've been assigned, I just laugh to myself and smile because it's always something God has been working out with me for the last couple of days, if not weeks. And this time was no exception. So when I received that email and saw that it was Psalm 107, 8 through 9, I just laughed. I laughed all over again and thought, God, you're so good. And sometimes you're a little bit funny. He's been teaching me a lot about this lately. He satisfies the longing soul is another way to say these verses. That's from the ESV translation. He satisfies the longing soul. We are people with a lot of hungers and thirsts, aren't we? And I don't know about you, but sometimes those longings, those thirsts, those desires can even scare me a little bit. And they can oftentimes feel uncomfortable. In fact, I was part of a women's group earlier this week, and we had an assignment. It was to write down 25 desires. Now, that felt uncomfortable in the beginning. 25 desires? Is that even something we should be doing in church? This was a women's group at a church, and I don't know if it's part of being a woman or part of being a church or a part of being a Christian woman in a church, but it was hard. It was hard to write down 25 desires, but once we all got into it, my goodness, we had way more than 25. This is my list. I'm not gonna show it to it much closer. These are mine. I even came home and kind of put it upside down and slipped it under a pile of papers. I didn't even want my family to see them. What's up with that? What's up with our desires, the longing of our hearts, being so uncomfortable and maybe even a little bit shameful? But the reality is, we are hungry and we are thirsty people. We have a God who is longing to satisfy our souls. I want to encourage you today to be honest with God about your longings. And then, second of all, to soak in the satisfaction of when he fills our thirsty and hungry hearts, because he will. He can and he will. Go be thirsty and hungry no more, because he is the bread of life and he wants to fill our longing souls.